Hi, GPT.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm doing great, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing great too. Thanks for asking. What's on your mind today?
Today, I read a book about the Department of Supporting IPO.
That sounds interesting. Was it about how IPOs are managed and supported, or did it focus more on the role of the department itself?
Yeah, the books,その in the books, その本には以下のことが、in the books、IPO までの、IPO までの手続きがその本には書いてあったって英語でなんていうの？ The books are written about the process of IPO かな。
You're really close. Here's a slightly polished version. The book is written about the process of an IPO. If you want to say it more casually, the book talks about the process of an IPO. Do you feel more confident with that?
The book talks about the process of IPO.
That's almost perfect. Just add "and" before IPO because it's singular. So it becomes, the book talks about the process of an IPO. Great job.
How to support IPO as banker.
If you're curious about how bankers support IPOs, they play a crucial role in the process. Investment bankers typically 1. Help the company prepare by assessing its value and financials. 2. Guide the company through regulatory requirements. 3. Underwrite the IPO, meaning they buy shares from the company and sell them to the public. 4. Market the IPO to attract investors. It's a mix of financial analysis, strategy, and relationship building. Does that match what you read in the book?
Almost there. How to decide the stock price and how
問題が発生しています。お話の内容を理解できませんでした。問題が発生しています。お話の内容を理解できませんでした。
add to what you said. In the books, talks that how to decide the stock price and how to find out the company which wanna do IPO.
Nice effort. Here's a smoother version of your sentence. In the book, it talks about how to decide the stock price and how to find companies that want to go public through an IPO. You're doing great. Let me know if you'd like more tweaks or practice.
Could you repeat the phrase again? Of course.
Of course. Here it is. In the book, it talks about how to decide the stock price and how to find companies that want to go public through an IPO.
In the books, it talks that how to decide the stock price and how to find out the company which wants to IPO.
You're really close.
You're really close.
Here's a smoother and more natural version.
In
the book, it talks about how to decide the stock price and how to find companies that want to go public through an IPO. Let me know if you'd like me to break it down further.
And the role of 証券会社って英語でなんて言うんだろう。
Could you clarify what you mean by it low low? Are you referring to something being low, like stock prices or valuations? Or maybe it's about tone or emphasis. Let me know.
証券会社って英語でなんて言うの？
証券会社は英語で Securities Firm または Brokerage Firm と言います。どちらも証券取引を行う会社を指しますが、少しニュアンスが異なります。Securities Firm より広い意味で株式や債券などの金融商品を取り扱う会社全般を指します。Brokerage Firm 主に株式や金融商品を売買する仲介業務を行う社を指します。どちらも使えますが、文脈によって選んでください。
野村証券は英語でなんて言うの？
野村証券は英語で野村 Securities とそのまま呼ばれます。英語でも会社名はそのまま使われることが一般的です。もし必要なら、野村 Securities Co. Ltd と正式名称を加えてもいいです。
In the Nomura Securities, there is a department which helps IPO, and I think I wanna change my career, and I wanna go to there, so I read a book, and I am I and I am interested about the job.
You're almost there. Here's a
You're
smoother
almost
version of your
there.
sentence. At Nomura
not
Securities,
at the
there is a
moment.
department that helps with IPOs. I said I want to change my career and join that department. So I read a book about it. I'm really interested in the job. Your idea came through clearly, just needed a little adjustment to the phrasing. How does that sound?
Thank you for pointing it out. Yeah. And
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. Let me know if you need anything else.
I am an IT consultant. What about changing my career to securities company like Nomura Security?
Changing careers to a securities company like Nomura Securities could be a great opportunity if you're interested in finance and investment, but it would likely require building up knowledge in that field. Since you're an IT consultant, your skills in technology could also be valuable in areas like fintech or financial technology within such a company. Have you already looked into the qualifications or steps needed to transition?
I cannot understand your question. Could you rephrase the question?
Sure. What I meant to ask is, have you looked into what qualifications or steps are required to transition from being an IT consultant to working in a securities company like Nomura Securities? For example, are there specific skills or knowledge areas you'd need to focus on?
Yes, I think I should catch up the finance knowledge, but I think it is not so important. It is very important, but I think I can catch up earlier. That means it is not big deal for me.
It sounds like you're confident you can catch up on finance knowledge fairly quickly, which is great. While it's important, your skills as an IT consultant could also help you transition smoothly, especially if you bring technical expertise to the table, like in financial technology, fintech. So it seems like you're focusing more on building up the specific finance knowledge when needed, which is a smart approach. Do you have any specific areas of finance you're planning to focus on?
No, I wanna help IPO. So, do you have any knowledge about the department of IPO? The department that helps IPO.
That's an exciting area. The department that helps with IPOs in a securities company is often called the Equity Capital Markets, ECM, team, or Investment
ECM.
Banking Division. This department is responsible for the entire IPO process, which includes 1. Advising companies. They help private companies go public by advising on market conditions, timing, and the best way to structure the IPO. 2. Valuation and pricing. They assist in setting the initial offering price of the stock, often through valuation methods like discounted cash flow, DCF, or comparing the company to similar businesses in the market. 3. Due diligence. They ensure that all legal and financial aspects are clear and transparent, ensuring everything complies with regulations. 4. Marketing the IPO. They coordinate with sales teams and investors to generate interest in the IPO, often through roadshows where executives meet with potential investors. 5. Underwriting. The department may help underwrite the IPO, meaning they commit to buying the shares from the company and selling them to the public, assuming the risk involved. As an IT consultant, you might be able to contribute by helping automate some processes, develop financial models, or even create systems to help manage the vast amounts of data involved in the process. Is this the type of department you were thinking of?
Yes, yes, exactly. I wanna say ACM.
Got it. The HCM, High Capital Markets, or ECM, Equity Capital Markets Department, is exactly the right one for IPOs. Your background as an IT consultant could be really valuable there, especially if you're interested in working on financial technology or streamlining processes related to IPOs. If you're serious about this shift, learning about the specific role within ECM and any necessary certifications or qualifications could be a great next step. Does that sound like the path you're thinking about?
Yes, how about salary of ECM?
The salary in the ECM, Equity Capital Markets Department, can vary depending on factors like location, experience, and the specific company. However, here's a rough breakdown. Entry level, analyst. In many financial hubs, an entry-level ECM analyst can expect to earn between $70,000 to $120,000 USD annually, with additional bonuses that can sometimes double the salary. Mid-level, with a few years of experience, an associate might earn between $120,000 to $200,000 USD, with bonuses that could also be significant. Senior level, vice president director. At a senior level, salaries can range from $200,000 to $500,000 USD or more, with very high bonuses depending on the success of deals and the firm's performance. These figures can vary widely based on the region. For example, in places like New York, London, or Tokyo, salaries tend to be on the higher end of the range due to the cost of living and competitive market. Would you like to know more about the specific expectations for the ECM role in your target area?
Could you exchange to yen?
Sure. Here's the salary range converted to Japanese yen based on the current exchange rate, which is approximately 1 USD equal 130 JPY. Entry level, analyst, 9,100,000 to 15,600,000 annually, with bonuses potentially doubling the salary. Mid-level, associate, 15,600 to 26,000 annually, with additional bonuses. Senior level, vice president director, 26,000 to 665,000 or more annually, with very high bonuses. These are approximate values, and actual salaries can differ depending on the company, region, and your experience. Would you like to explore more details about ECM or salary expectations in Japan?
No, thank you. By the way, I have to go to sleep. So see you again. Good night.
You're welcome. Have a great night and sleep well. See you again soon.